In Dandadan, we've talked about some of the strongest aliens that will appear at some point in the series. However, I've waited up until now to talk about who we believe to be the strongest yokai in the series, and that would be a spirit by the name of REIKO KASHIMA, the girl who was left for dead, otherwise known as the Slit-Mouthed Woman. Now, you may have heard of this Japanese urban legend before, since this character isn't exclusive to Dandadan. It actually comes from a story about a woman that was attacked by a group of men one night in Japan, ultimately abandoning her after they had their way with her, leaving her crawling away pleading for help, until eventually she got hit by a train. Now, in the afterlife, after becoming a spirit, REIKO becomes an incredibly narcissistic yokai with an impossibly wide mouth, who walks around the streets of Japan in a frilly dress of a crown on her head, looking into her mirror and trying to be as beautiful as possible, asking them if she's cute and being able to trap anyone or anything inside of her little handheld mirror if she doesn't like their response, or in general just wants them in there. Once you're in her mirror, it's like you're in another dimension, and she can use the mirror itself like a gateway to not only send herself in there, but to also send in attacks, like how she sent an entire highly advanced alien armada into her mirror and just started punching them, since technically they were much smaller now and all gathered into one place. Or maybe it was REIKO that was considered to be bigger. It all gets a little confusing. This yokai is terrifying because while there's a code word that you can use to make her go away temporarily, she gets really mad at anyone that does that and will relentlessly hunt them down, keeping them awake all night as she repeats their name or even shakes their entire house trying to trick them into coming outside. If after a week you don't come across her again, you should be safe, but it'll be the most painful week you've ever lived, and that's why we don't mess with REIKO KASHIMA, the strongest yokai.